grid and I'm off my rocker. I'm off in the holler sun. We them holler boys. Holler if you needed something done. Holler if you need a chip on shoulder. And a hand with a loaded gun. We'll be out that screen door, no shirt.
Good morning, everybody. I'm Wayne Campbell.
And I'm Sheila Campbell.
And this is your morning drive with the driver's side. Good morning, baby.
Morning.
How are you today?
I'm good.
We are good. We actually had a really good morning. It's kind of scary.
Yeah, it's been a good morning. The smoke is dissipating a little bit, so the air quality is getting a tad bit easier to breathe.
Yeah, it's what do we? It's Hump Day. Hump Day Wednesday.
It is.
There's the notification. I don't know who that is.
Hump Day Wednesday.
Real quick about to all the people over in the watch party. We're gonna have people over in the watch party. This, that, yeah. We're having to ring it in. We had too many feeds out, actually. Yeah. So Truckers Gone Wild is going to have it separate, or is going to have a watch party.
Right.
Private page is gonna. Oh yeah, because private page is gonna have to watch party. We're only going to YouTube and the driver's side today.
Correct.
Correct. Right. Because it's hard to keep track of all the views.
Correct. Until we integrate it with the Instagram and all of that stuff. So
we got a lot of work to do. Instagram, TikTok, all that stuff. You know what I'm saying? We got good mornings to get to. I'm nice and calm today.
I know. Well, because you haven't had 2 cups of coffee already. That's why.
I had about 10 minutes of sleep.
You have not. You have more than that.
I hope everybody's doing as good as we are. Remember, guys, to like and share into your groups, because that's why I have been disqualified for monetization.
And we have a guest today.
We do have a guest. He's back.
Yeah.
Some bitch is back.
Yeah.
We'll get to him a little bit later. A few minutes.
We
won't keep that driving waiting too long. Because
No.
he's probably sitting at the fuel island.
He's not.
You know that
so bad.
Clown. You know that clown.
So bad.
I'm not bad.
I don't know. I'm going to give him more credit than that. I don't think
light
so.
Flash. Is it me or is it the light? I got something going. Yeah, I see a flashlight. Hold on. Keep going
out there.
Keep running. Yeah, I'm all tweaking.
He's all peeking out there.
I tell you, I saw a light.
He sees a light. Hey, it could be a UFO. There has been a lot of UFO sightings apparently lately over on the East Coast.
Yeah, in New Jersey.
Yeah.
Where my parents are from. I wondered. You know, my dad said he was abducted. So I'm wondering if my dad was just straight from another place. Look at his son.
You think of all places that they actually would want to land, that's the first place that they'd want to come into is Jersey?
Hell, fuck it. You don't even go. We'll be right. Let me find it. We'll be right back, guys. Speaking of John Wayne.
I'm a lucky fella. Lucky that I was brought up to believe in a lot of things I found worthwhile. I believe in common decency. I believe in my country, my family, my fellow man, and my God. I believe in straight talk and freedom with an accent on the free, which is still the best 4-letter word I know. Every man and woman or child I've ever known, met, seen, or heard of wants one thing more than anything else in the world. That one thing is tomorrow. Tomorrow, that's the only thing any of us have going for us. And I believe this: if tomorrow all of us, every single one of us, gets out of bed and says, this is my country and I'm going to do good for it, we'll make the greatest step forward since a pilgrim's foot found Plymouth Rock. Just might work. We'll never know unless we give it a fair try.
I love that guy. John Wayne was a legend. My dad was a big fan of the Duke, so which makes me a big fan of the Duke. It's one of the people I grew up with watching TV, and I've been accused of being a racist because of having this shirt. So, point being is, you know what? You can say what you want, do what you want, think what you want. At the end of the day, that was an actor that we grew up with, and that was very good in a lot of ways. I never saw him like that.
Legend.
Yeah. Like me in my own mind.
Well, that's true.
What?
Yeah,
right?
that's for sure. You know, he was an actual legend.
Right. I know he was. So, he's legendary.
Yeah. Well.
All right, don't be doing it to me, bro. I know it's Wednesday. I know it's Hump Day. I know we got stuff going on in the trucking industry, and we got good mornings. You let me forget good mornings.
Let's say good morning to everyone.
Good morning. You're always quick to say good night, Gracie, but not good morning to the good people.
Good morning, everyone.
Bastards. All right, here we go. Love Hall, John Hall, Susie, Chris. Chris, good to see you, bro. Victoria, Mike McPherson, Phil Tristan, Chris again, Ken, man. Okay, Keith Becker, Charles, Phil Tristan, Lily. Oh my God, Don, Charles, all you guys. There's quite a few. Yeah, because it's starting to repeat right there. Point being is I appreciate them, and shout out to the Yeet Yeet people and Steve over at PT Network. Correct. The guy's working his ass off. He was up to like 4:30 in the morning.
He was. He did like a 4.5 hour broadcast.
I don't know how that dude does it. I mean, I love going live, but that's just too much. It's too much.
That's not true.
It's too much.
I've seen you do a live before some time ago of over 3 hours. All
right, we ready for a little yum yum? A little trucking news, because it doesn't change that much.
No.
But the weather does. Hold on. I got an intro for your news today.
You do?
Yeah, it's hump day.
It's hump day.
So I got something for you.
I love it. Healthy lifestyle. I love it, man. Look me up on YouTube. Trucking with Yum Yum.
I like the end there. Trucking with Yum Yum. Look me up on YouTube. When you're done working out, come to Trucking with Yum Yum over on YouTube, and I'll fatten you up.
No, he's gonna.
How cool is that, though?
Yeah, he's getting it. He's getting
I mean,
it.
drivers are out there putting the work in. That's why I pointed that. I'm sorry, I'm cutting you off, but they're putting the work in. It's hump day. I feel good today. I'm happy. I see somebody said hello to Todd Campbell. Todd Campbell. If Todd Campbell's in here, I'm actually that's a Democrat, but he's a good guy. He's at the end of the day. I've had a lot of issues with people in this industry because of the way I do things. I have an unorthodox way of doing things, and I do attack,
to say the least.
What?
Oh. I'm just gearing you up.
But point being is, shout out to all drivers. Is what I'm trying to say. It's no time to be bickering and pointing and picking and poking at each other. But then again, it is too. Don't get it twisted. I see people bite my style, and I think it's cute. It's not Todd, not them over there. It's somebody else. There's a mighty midget out there.
Okay.
I saw him at the Hook at the Flying J with a microphone. I'm like, what the fuck is he doing? My wife goes, he's stepping his game up, motherfucker. You told him, get off your porch and go broadcast.
And he is.
So shout out to everybody that's putting in the work to try to make a better industry is what I'm trying to say. Mm-hmm. All right. And I can't believe I'm actually going to say this. I'm going to do it for Todd Campbell because he's got a good last name. Check out 10-4 on DC, and I'm not a fan of that, but there are people that go up there. It's a truck. Speaking of that, we had a trucking show to promote today.
Yes.
So I'm not promoting you, Todd, 10-4, whatever. I'm promoting this person because this person actually sent me a flyer, and I don't know who's attached to it. So if you guys are going to get all butthurt on the truck show I'm about to promote, I didn't get paid for it. They sent me a message, said, please promote this on your morning show. Actually, I screenshotted the message. So there's a truck show going on somewhere where, okay, let's go to banners. Let's go here so she can get her truck to her truck. And this is part of trucking news, so leave me alone.
It is part of trucking news.
I'm rambling this morning. Here it is, right here.
Mm-hmm.
Right there it is. Yeah. So it's Busted Knuckle Truck Show. Yeah. All right. So if you got some busted knuckles with them Peter beaters, get down to the truck show.
Yeah, and it looks like truck show this week. I'm not even paying attention because we're going to read what they're trying to promote. Busted Knuckle Truck Show this weekend, September 18th and 19th at Wilkins Chrome in Tonkawa, Oklahoma. I-35 at exit 211. Okay, so if you're in the area and interested, check it out.
All right, there you go, driver. Whoever that, I think it was Michael something. Somebody sent me that yesterday, and that's what we're here for. We're not here to make money off the backs of the drivers. We're here to help drivers, promote drivers, and get information out within this industry.
Right.
Does that make any sense?
It does.
I mean, because, I'm just over here ranting.
We're not going to keep our guests waiting too long. So
are we going to do news first? We're going to do news with him?
Right. We are. No, we're going to do the news right now really quick, and then we'll bring him on.
I forgot he was here.
What? No, you did not. You're so bad. You did not. Yeah.
He's cranking it out. Fuck you too, Jeff. Shit.
I did have a picture for it, but for whatever reason.
What picture? For what?
No, I don't know where it's at.
What are you talking about? For Shelly?
What? No. Anyways, it was a picture of a truck that had basically gone off a bridge in Texas.
Why do you want to show us that?
Well, because the good news is that he's
okay.
Yeah, he survived. So he got pushed off basically with another SUV, and the SUV basically just took off and left him there stranded. But the good news is, which is just BS.
It's ridiculous.
I don't understand about
crazy.
hit and runs. I don't understand it. So, anyways, but the driver is okay. So, it says that the authorities say that the semi and the SUV collided on Highway 34, causing the semi to fall off of the bridge. Fortunately, the driver was not injured, and it was kind of mangled. It was all tipped over and off the side and all mangled up, but he is okay. They don't know about what happened with the SUV because the SUV took off like a total ass. So, okay, other news. And guys, I'm going to try to go over this as fast as I can. We're going to get
there, Cheryl. We're going to get to the golf. Okay, honey?
Yes.
We have not forgot about it. Trucks are room to spare. We're going right into it. You want to bring it? Okay. Yes. Before we get into all that, we have a guest today. I'll play that video after we talk news because this is more serious. I want to introduce him with a goofy, because he's catching some heat right now. There's a few things going around the internet.
Right.
That's catching some heat. But I'm not going to wait anymore. I'm just going to bring him in. Let's bring in this car hauler. Let's bring in Jeff.
Yeah, you can.
My new buddy.
While we do the weather for Sally.
Yeah. What up, dude?
What's up?
Talk to us. Who are you? What are you doing? You've been here before? What's up?
I've been here before. I'm a regular.
Larry Madden is driver. So he's like, yeah, bro, what up, dog? Good morning, Jeff. How are you?
Good. How you doing?
I'm good. How's it feel? You're back out. I think last time we talked to you, you weren't back out yet.
Yeah, no, I'm back out. I'm back at it.
Car hauler, blah, blah, blah. In the industry a long time, back out. How does it feel to be back out? After how long were you out? And now that you're back out, how does it feel?
I was home, I don't know, maybe 5 weeks. It just takes you, it takes me about a week to get back in the routine. You know what I mean? I'll go home this weekend, and Monday I'll start over again and do it all over again.
Right.
Yeah.
And where are you at right now?
I'm in Delaware.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So you're not in anywhere of the cross path of all this that's going on with the hurricane and stuff?
No, not yet.
Okay, good. So you're safe.
Yep.
Because there's a lot of people down there. So.
How are those fuel islands?
Fuel islands?
Yeah, how are they doing? Are they okay? Or those running properly?
You got to watch the tanker yakers. They're always coming up and saying, I'll hold your hose if you hose mine,
You know what? That's for this listener right here. Good morning, Daryl. I like Daryl Switzerland. He came. I'm just trolling. I'm bored and I'm trolling. Good morning, brother. How are you? I hope everybody's doing good. All right. So it's hitting. Where's the picture? Right? Are we talking weather?
We are.
Okay. Well, go ahead.
Okay. All right, you guys. As you know, Hurricane Sally made landfall this morning, about a little before 3:00 Eastern time. They're saying this is a life-threatening situation and to seek higher ground. More than 320,000 people are without power along the Gulf Coast. It made landfall in Alabama. Originally, they were predicting it was going to be somewhere closer towards Mississippi, Louisiana. It is not. It has made landfall in Alabama, and it is being hit all the way. Louisiana and Mississippi are obviously feeling the repercussions of this. This picture here all the way over to Florida. This is Pensacola Beach, Florida. This is a parking lot. This is not the ocean that these people are waiting in. This is a parking lot. Okay. So this storm is really, really doing some damage right now. And it is not fast by any means. It is lingering. It is about 2 miles an hour. So all of this weather is going to be going on over for sure the next 24 hours before it even starts dissipating and moving on. We do have other storms that are backed behind it that are just waiting off of the Atlantic to come in. There are still 3 active. Tropical storm Renee actually dissipated, so that one is gone. But we do have 3 more that is active, is waiting off of it in the Atlantic. And they're saying that this is the most hurricanes that have been waiting out in the Atlantic for since 1971. But on record of this hurricane season, this is the biggest that's ever happened. There's been 20 named hurricanes so far, and so this has been on record right now. The most
crazy.
Hurricanes. So everybody, if you're around that area, please pay attention to your weather alerts. Stay out of those areas. We're talking all the way from Louisiana all the way down into the Florida Panhandle, down in that area.
Sorry to laugh, but the way the storm's moving, it's moving like Glenn said, like Swift.
2 miles an hour. You're right. It isn't. No, it's not. It's funny, but funny for the situation. The situation is not funny.
But this is what I'm trying to say. We got a trucking show, honey. I love it. We don't got snowflakes. They melted. Look,
it's lingering.
Look, oh my God. I think, okay, I'm not trying to be, let me say this. I'm not making fun. But it seems that all the snowflakes are melting.
Oh, you're so
sorry. I'm sorry. It's too soon. I'm sorry. I feel bad. I feel like a dick.
And Glenn's right.
I couldn't help it. It's true though. If we're gonna go through this, we gotta find some kind of, because man, Shelly with Trucks Room and Cheryl working their ass off. Cheryl's like, don't forget Pensacola. Don't worry, Miss Cheryl Pollard. We got it. You just keep your dog away from mine.
Yeah.
Okay. My point being is, fuck, how much can these drivers go through on top of not just that, but our country?
Yeah.
I mean, this is a mixture of everything. We're going through, I swear, is this the end of days?
It sure seems that way, man. This year has been crazy. And Shelly, man, she's been busy just from Hurricane Laura, from the effects after that. I mean, it takes a while if they have to go in and do rescue and everything has to be assessed. So she's going to be even busier after this. So guys, please get a hold of Shelly if you want to help out and volunteer your services. If you have a little bit of room in your truck that you can help out, bring donated goods to people who desperately need this stuff, get a hold of Shelly at Trucks with Room to Spare. She needs your help even more so now than ever, especially now with Hurricane Sally hitting. All the devastation, once they get in there, clear out, they're going to assess it and see how much. So,
and the crazy thing, or the great thing about it is she's a working truck driver.
She is a working.
These are working truck drivers that have created a nonprofit. Most of you guys should know who Shelly is. Most of you guys should know if you've been following the page, watching the show and stuff like that. Just get over there, guys. Try to be proactive in this cleanup, this rescue, this whatever it is we're going through.
Right.
Because man, it seems like the end of the days. What would you say, Jeff, as far as what weather and being a car hauler, people in the industry? You know, you got the steering wheel holders, you've got super truckers, you've got drivers of all aspects. What are you seeing? What do you think, Jeff? How do you feel about this?
It amazes me, man. I mean, in the rain, people just don't use their head. I mean, the new thing now, I guess, I must have missed this memo too, is let's drive with our four-ways on when it's raining hard. I don't get it, you know?
Well, I think, okay, so, and I understand that statement, because if he's tested my seasoning as a driver, there's a reason they're called hazard. They're called hazard lights. Okay. Yeah. So when you put your four-ways on, the only time that I've ever used my four-ways is when I was backing in a parking lot.
That's right.
Okay, to let everybody know I'm coming back, guys. I can't tell you, but I'm coming back. But when you do it out on a highway, just to kind of let people know that, oh, I'm here. Well, a professional driver thinks there's an accident or thinks there's something going on to where they're going to have to take action. Because those are hazardous four-way lights. It's for hazard situations. Just like I suppose technically your horn is illegal to honk unless it's an emergency. Am I right there, Jeff? Is this where we're going with that?
You honk your own horn all day long. I mean, you tell me.
Just know, you got plenty of these here. Oh, double backflip. Landed it. Point being, Jeff, is you brought up a great thing. It's the four-ways. And I believe because we have a mixture of people that drive regular cars here, you know, that just sit in a regular driver's seat, and we got ones that sit in a professional driver's seat. So, Jeff, what made you bring that up? Is that why? Is because
you see it a lot more now. I mean, you get a little bit of rain, and these people are just they already drive like idiots to begin with. You know that, whether they're in a car or a truck or whatever. I mean, people just, they're not paying attention nowadays. You know what I mean? And they'll just put those four-ways on. And I mean, like you said earlier, I see four-ways coming on. I'm thinking, I put them on when I'm going down the road 75 miles an hour and I see traffic slowing down. I throw them on to let the people know, hey, I'm slowing down up here. You know?
Right.
I mean, it's a courtesy. I mean, it goes back to old school values. I mean, it's common courtesy, which we don't have out here no more. Common courtesy is long gone. It's few, far, and in between. You know?
Yeah.
It's sad.
Exactly.
It's very sad. It's sad because, you know, we have situations like these weather situations, and you have people out there that just, they don't realize what they're in, whether it's good or bad. Sometimes they're not even in anything, and next thing you know, we're dead stop because somebody's like, "Oh my God, it's somebody spilled a cup of ice on the road. We're gonna slip and fall." Seriously, and then when it's actually serious, and you're in a construction zone and you shouldn't be going fast, here comes FedEx, getting it. Or here comes a car hauler, getting it, or a bull hauler, getting it.
Yep.
My point being is the safety of these highways is terrible. It's sad. And people are doing things that they think they're doing good, but they're actually completely going against what they're supposed to be doing. Like with the four-ways, I want to say, Jeff.
Right.
Yeah. I mean, that's aggravating. You know what I mean? I've seen it cause accidents in front of me. You know, coming around the corner, there's four-ways on, and guys going off into the median because he thinks they're stopped.
Right. So basically, they're just abusing it, and then what you're saying is that you're seeing more that they're just throwing it on for reasons that they don't need to throw it on.
Well,
and not throwing it on when they should put it on.
Kind of like, okay, here's a great example. Thank you, Flo.
No.
Flo, thank you, Flo. I'm going to give you an example.
Yeah.
That's Flo right there, right? Yeah. Don't you know it's Flo? Point being, it's kind of like the toilet paper situation. The toilet paper situation that we just went through. Everybody, the freaking mother had to go buy toilet paper because they were panic buying. He called them panic lights. Right. They're panic lights, right? Oh my God, I'm in rain.
Right.
Where's my wind? I think I'm gonna hit my four-ways before I hit my windshield wipers. What the fuck is wrong with you, dude? Turn your lights on, pay attention, and get going.
Right.
You know, it just blows me away that people are so negligent behind the wheel.
Well, they'll put the four-ways on, but they won't put their headlights on when it's raining, will they, Wayne? You know? Let's put the four-ways on. I don't need my headlights. I'll just put my four-ways on, you know?
It makes no sense. And real quick, to all my people out in Florida, I got friends, family, and just people out in Florida, not average, just people, please, guys, it's not a joke. It really isn't. And people that do these organizations like Trucks Room Spare are freaking awesome. And I'm just glad that I'm finally getting my act together to a degree to be part of something that's good, to be part of change within this industry. Because look, you got all the groups, you got all this, you got all that. I see you, Will Cook. You see me poking. Point being is this country is at its worst, not just from pollution. And I'm sitting in a place where you've never had an ounce of smog to the worst air quality in the world. On the planet. And who's telling these drivers about this?
Right.
My point being is that the risks that these men and women take and the lack of respect that they get out on the highways just from your everyday people that are out there going to work to perform a job that they love doing to feed their kids that, well, this driver brought the car for them to drive to work in.
Right.
But you bring up a good point too. These guys are on these people in cars are on the same route every day going back and forth to work. You would think they'd have enough common knowledge. You'd be like, hey, I'm getting off in a mile. I don't need to be 4 lanes over in the zipper lane and then try to bucket list all the way over to the right lane to get off. You know, I mean, they're part of the problem sometimes.
Right?
You know,
you would think that they would know that, but somehow they don't.
They don't. They just don't care. I mean, they're playing on their phones, listening, doing stuff, playing games. You see them watching TV all day long, reading books and newspapers driving down the road, you know?
Right.
I mean, it's aggravating.
Eating full meals. I've seen people eat full meals before, like up there, seriously, holding a bowl and have their fork going. It's like,
bro, I've seen women.
I've seen women put makeup on and stuff with their mirror down. It's like,
I've seen trucks with disco balls going down the road, disco ball turned on, stripper pole, Vegas nights on the side in neon, like,
And you were looking for a job application, weren't you, Wayne?
I was driving it, motherfucker. All right. Let's go to some comments. James Toller says he wishes he had a truck to help trucks with room to spare. Will Cook says, great show this morning, guys. Thanks for the info and laugh this morning. Gotta go get going. Be safe out there. I'm sad that you're not here, Will, because we're actually going to talk about autonomy this morning a little bit, because I'm going to ask Jeff right now out the gate. Jeff, I'm going to play a clip here this morning because it's hump day.
It is hump day.
And this is the reason why I'm going to play this, okay? Jeff is not in danger for at least 20. Okay, my RGNs, my oversight, all that, my flatbed, they're all fine. Your average everyday super scam of trucking, or your mainstream trucking, which is your Swifts, your CR Englands, your Martins, your Knights, all that. Okay, they're going after them. Okay, they are, but the companies are teaming up with the people that are going after the men and women behind the wheel. Okay, and I've played this before, and I'm going to play it a little bit of this clip. Jeff, I want you to watch it. I want you to listen to it. And then I want your feedback once I play this a little bit. Okay, I don't know if I'm going to play the whole thing, honey. Okay. But I'm going to go ahead and play this because, look, I'm not going to knock people for trying to do better for this industry and trying to stand up for the driver, whether I agree with the way they do it or not. Okay, if they're collecting, because I don't agree on collecting money or having some kind of organization that fights for the driver up in Washington. We've seen it all wide. Okay, I'm not going down that road. We're spinning.
Okay. Well, I see Jeff spinning right
now. Okay, no, we both were spinning. Okay, we're back. Sorry. So I'm going to play this clip. I'm not going to talk. I could have went down another road, but I'm going to play this clip before I get too far into my rambling.
What if technology could change the world for the better? What if we could create a virtual driver who never drinks, never texts, and never gets tired? What if you could transport freight coast to coast in 36 hours? What if you had nearly unlimited freight capacity? What if we could distribute more food and supplies to more people faster? What if you could make trucks more efficient and reduce their carbon footprint? What if you could stabilize and protect supply chains against the unexpected? What if you could lower the cost of freight transportation by 30%? Introducing the Too Simple Autonomous Freight Network. The world's first and only autonomous network, providing greater access to self-driving trucks.
It makes me sick. It makes me sick because before you talk about this, I want to tell you where that facility is. That facility that they show that truck pulling off is behind the Triple T in Tucson.
Really?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Huh. Too Simple is behind the Triple T in Tucson, which is an iconic truck stop.
Yeah.
White Line Fever. I mean, we can go on and on.
And you got invited to actually go tour that plant.
I'm going to go tour that plant. We're going to get back out that way. You have no signal over there.
Oh, well, this is...
All right, I don't know if we're having technical difficulties on the other side, but...
Oh, my phone died.
Okay, perfect. I will fire that up for you. Point being, Jeff, is... My point to all this and why I bring this up is for the simple fact is you got companies like Too Simple. Too Simple, whatever the fuck their names are. I can't stand them. And you got them teaming up with big money, big corporations within this industry. What did you get from that commercial first? Let's start there.
Yeah. They're trying to sell video games. It's a real life video game that they're trying to sell. That's how I got out of it.
Right.
You know?
Great comment.
Yeah.
What a great comment.
Yeah. Pretty much.
Because that's the generation coming up behind us. That's what we raise is computer-based children. Is it safe, Jeff?
That's probably a double-edged sword, in my opinion. You know, because some of these drivers aren't out here, shouldn't be out here. And then you got people that, is it safe? You don't know. I mean, what's it going to do when it blows a steer tire? What's it going to do when a deer runs out in front of it, or a bear, or a moose, or a cow? You know. All right.
So it's got run flats. They have run flats, and they have come up with a tire changing system that changes while it's going, while it's running.
I didn't know about that.
It sucks it in and brings it out. Right. The things that they got that we have yet to see is there. The things that you're saying, the steer tire and all that, Right. We all, as drivers, want to say that's not going to work. And we said the same thing with the e-lock. But my point being, where I'm going with that, and I'm going is they are paying a team of people millions and millions of dollars to figure that out.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right. So all the questions and possibilities that come up as far as like the situations that you were just talking about, they have people who are in the background, obviously, who are just that's all they do. That's what their job is to do, is to research these things and to find the solutions for it while they're still developing it. So yeah. And I think for Too Simple that theirs is technology that can be placed in any truck. Is that what it is? Or the technology of the trucks is?
Well, here's the deal. There's multiple companies out there. There's multiple companies in the game. There's multi-millions billions of dollars being dumped into. There's infrastructure being built. There's lanes being built for these trucks. All of it. Yeah. The only thing that's stopping them is regulations. What did you say? Because I had the answer. What was that question?
That they're building it that it fits into any truck.
Oh yeah, you have kits. There's kits. Is what that's what there's kits that you can attach right to your fleet and boom, turn autonomous.
Right.
So as a company owner and stuff like that, Jeff, as a truck owner, if the industry starts going this direction, even in car hauling, and there was a kit offered for you to buy to attach to your truck because you have a newer if you had a newer truck that had the software that it could talk to, would you evolve with the industry and wind up going down that road? Would you even think about it?
As a car hauler, no, I wouldn't do it myself because car hauling driving is totally different than driving a van or a flatbed. I mean, the turning radius is totally different. You got damages, you know what I mean? You got to worry about straps coming off. I wouldn't want it. I wouldn't want to deal with it at all.
All right. Mike McPherson says the problem is they kill someone, they are going to be able to hit the reset button. Big fucking joke if you ask me out. I agree. There's no human element. There's no empathy. There's nothing. There's no feeling. But Volvo made Vera and said it's like she had a soul. But I'm glad you said that, Mike, because it doesn't. It's a reset button. But I'm glad he said it kills someone because they're going to kill someone today, and it's not a driverless truck. It's a truck. It's a driver in the truck that was under-trained or not trained properly. Because I go right back to training. And I said it, I what Jeff said, and I'm going to go back to what Jeff said because it resonates with me, because that's where I think the number one issue is with this terrible training. You have these terrible drivers, which this truck replaces, and the general public says, oh, bring it out. Oh, pandemic, health, yes. Oh, yeah. Oh, truck drivers, it's unsafe for you to drive into cities. You're getting beat by rioters. Bring out that truck. Right. It's like that the stage is being set for this introduction.
Well, and here's the thing on that too, in my opinion, is that, that commercial, just that particular commercial that we showed there is obviously, it is aimed specifically at investors and at the general public, because it is nothing but sunshine and roses of how great autonomy is actually going to be in order to sell it. And the more autonomy that they put into regular four-wheelers, the more they're able to introduce it and show that the trucks will be the same. It's going to be safer. And those commercials there, all of them are showing the safety and how great it's going to be, because they have to, first of all, get the investors that they need on board and to show the general public, as far as their concerns, of how much better that it's going to be.
Go ahead, Jeff. What do you got to say?
I don't know. I'm just listening, trying to file what Sheila just said, That's
right.
Going through my brain.
It's a lot to take as a seasoned driver, as a veteran of the industry. How do you feel about this? In all honesty,
I don't think it's right. I mean, the government's going to do what they want to do because it's all about who's in their pocketbook at the end of the day. You know what I mean? Right. They're getting money from companies and all the investors and all that stuff, and they're going to push for it. And people that get hurt or killed in the way, they're just going to, like Mike said, they're going to hit the reset button, start all over again. They're willing to put driverless trucks out in the road in the public, but yet they're going to put us on a 14-hour clock where you can't even stop when you're tired and take a break, because if you do, you screw your day up. I mean, that's part of the problem right there.
Right.
Well, the troll, Daryl himself. No, I'm just kidding, Daryl. Daryl says, I want to see Daryl's a driver, because he was sitting yesterday. He was trolling the page, but he follows the page. I'm not sure, but I had fun with him yesterday. But I want to say this. He says they'll have error still, but less than human error. Do you think that we're that far with technology that we'll have less computer error than human error in this world?
No, the computer's only as smart as the person that programs it, in my opinion.
Right.
See, these truck drivers are smart. They're not that dumb.
But like you said, so what? There's someone that's going to be back there monitoring these things, and it's like a big giant video game.
Right. Yep. I didn't want to make this an autonomous show.
No.
So, but I just wanted to touch on this because there's people out there in this industry that are going to but Jeff's going to Washington fighting this fight against this company that is actually they're so far advanced. They're just introducing it. You're not going to beat it. But my point being with this is it pisses me off that you want to just go after the truck and go after to save the jobs when you're not going after the root of the problem, which is the training in the trucking industry, which creates these shitty drivers, which helps this truck come right into this fucking industry.
Right.
Yep.
Am I wrong there?
Well, from a mega carrier standpoint, I mean, they're thinking cha-ching, cha-ching, because why do I got to pay a guy to live in a truck and trash it when I can have it just go down the road by itself and just pay someone to load it and unload it?
Right.
I mean, I can get the mega carriers aspects of it, but
sure.
I don't,
Yeah, the truck would never stop moving. You wouldn't have to worry about it as far as it never stops moving. It will constantly keep that commerce moving.
And here's where I think that black box came into play is the mapping out of drivers just between just all the way down to a solo driver to team drivers. Because what that truck's going to be, it's going to be a team truck without a team. They're getting rid of they're having somebody control the truck at a command center or whatever, at home, whatever. Like you said, selling video games, where this is going. Okay. The thing is you're still eliminating one more person. No matter what you're getting, you're eliminating a job. And that's a team drive. That's team trucks because it's not just one driver. It's they're going after the teams too. And they're mainly going after the mainstream of trucking, which is your UPS, your average door swinger. I'm not trying to say you're average as as in this industry, unless you evolve in the industry, you stay in a certain lane, which is okay. If it's door swinging, then it's door swinging, drive in, or if it's car hauling, it's car hauling, whatever. My point being is there's sections of this industry are at extreme risk of losing drivers.
Well, I mean,
the world itself of all the people that have lost their jobs that are coming into the industry and that are going to screw drivers.
You know what might come good out of this, Wayne, Sheila?
What?
We may go back to some old school values, like you said, Triple T's earlier. You mentioned them. They're the only one. They're one of the only fuel stops that I know that are still full service. I mean, those anonymous trucks got to get fuel. Who's going to pump fuel for them? They're going to have to hire people to go out there and put fuel on them and check the oils on them.
Right.
So maybe we'll start getting some old school values back out here.
Or we'll just get and that's what I'm hoping for, and that's what I want. And I'm hoping that these people don't come into the industry and they start selling it. And it's like the cheap job. It's like the grocer. It's like being a bagger at a grocery store. Okay. Yeah. When I was a kid, being a cashier at a grocery store was a prestige job. Okay. It was. If you were working up at Albertsons or Safeway or whatever, it was, you were tits, man. You were the cat's meow.
Right.
You had full insurance. You had everything. That was a great job. I mean, I remember parents raising families putting their kids through college that were just cashiers.
Yeah. Yeah.
But my issue is the devaluing of the driver, Jeff.
Yeah. Yeah. That's a big issue.
Because I people wanted to, like Jeff said, the oil changing, the fueling, the backing up to a dock. I get all that, but when people say, how's it going to open up its doors? It cracks me up. I'm like, I don't know, but I have a garage door opener.
Right.
I can push a button and open that door. Right. Point being is like I said earlier, they're paying a team of people millions and millions of dollars. Right. And we're drivers out here that don't want that change that's coming, and we're fighting it. We don't blah, 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 and we don't have the resources. We don't have the funding. We don't have the technology that they have to fight it with to fight what's coming. On their level. Right. They're way fucking ahead of us.
Right. They are. I mean, just when you think you're going to catch up, they're going to be winning the next couple races already. That's how far ahead they are.
Right. And you were talking about like the last part of it. And that's where the issue for them pretty much lies, is not necessarily out on the open roads, but is actually once they get into the city limits of how to maneuver the truck. And that's where predominantly where the biggest issues lie for them right now, where they're trying to figure out.
It's your final mile.
Right. that final leg there. Once that truck gets off of the highways, is maneuvering in the cities and docks.
And here's my thing, and there is a big reason why we bring this up, and I wanted to bring it up why Jeff was here. Because we got Bob Cook out there. Bob Cook is a veteran of the industry. He's been in the industry over 40 years, I want to say. He got a new job. He's not happy.
No.
He's not happy at all. He actually refused a load because they try to send him to a certain place, and he knows how that works. So he's smart enough, he's seasoned enough to say, no, I'm not taking that. I'm going to be home on Friday. I've been out here for a month. It's my time. Bob has the right to write his own ticket. The number one issue that Bob had that he was not complaining about, that he was telling me about, is he doesn't have a match and a gas can. A matches and a gas can to light the truck on fire because it's such a piece of shit. Because it does what it wants, how it wants, when it wants. It doesn't let him do the things he needs to do as a driver.
Right.
It worries me. It worries me because these trucks, it's not like they're not here, right, Jeff? How many of these trucks have lane assistance? You made a video the other day or a while ago. It's catching some attention, but it's also catching some of the wrong attention. It's hurting feelings in some areas. I've seen you're a racist. I've seen you're picking on the younger generation. I've seen all things. And what it was is what I possibly saw out of it. And what I got from it was it took me back to my day of driving my shift. Okay. And when I start off my shift, sometimes you bump into somebody on the road, these trucks, or even four-wheelers, that if you're out on that open road, you continuously to bump in them throughout the day.
Yeah.
Throughout the day. You might see him here and then pass it and hit him at the fuel stop. But when it comes to trucking, this son of a bitch is out there in a 62-mile-an-hour truck. He's clogging up the left lane, blah, blah, blah. You hit the rest area. You have lunch. You've been stopped for an hour because you took your break because you needed to get out of the truck for a little while because you've been in there for 6 hours. And all of a sudden, he gets past you. Oh, shit. And then, after your lunch, you stopped at a nice rest area because you didn't want to do in a piss-ridden truck stop. And you get to that truck stop because you need fuel because it's the end of your shift. And you just started up. And there he is at the fuel island, chilling.
Yep.
His feet on the dash. That he had up on the dash while he was driving in that automatic truck.
Right.
But what I got from that video is what I'm trying to get to is Jeff was just frustrated. He wasn't picking on the individual for his skin color or that. He was picking. He wasn't picking. He was a frustrated veteran driver that's out there that does it in a professional manner and expects the same from others in their workplace. Okay, and he was frustrated and pissed off because I've been there myself at the fuel island.
Yeah.
Train him right. Point being is he said some things in the video that could, I won't say racist, that could stereotype.
Right.
Okay? That could stereotype because we have that in this world. I don't know who grew up in this. If you think you grew up in this world that you don't have stereotyping, you're fucking nuts.
Yeah.
My point being is in that video, Jeff, and I thank you for making it because you got thousands of more comments, thousands of more likes in the other direction of thank you. You nailed it.
Yeah.
But Jeff, what fueled that video? What was it? Because that's what I got from it as a driver.
We have other drivers asking for us to send them that video.
Yeah, I had people looking for it now.
They're like, send us that one.
What fueled you to make that video?
Wayne, you drove before, so all we have to do out here is time to think. And if you're going through a divorce or something, I mean, you get all kinds of thoughts. I should have did this, should have did that, So you're out here thinking, and I mean, I'm a people person. I love to watch people. When I go to the grocery store, I like to just sit there and observe people, like what's he with her with him, and look at the way this guy's dressed. Or, man, he must still be drunk. Look at the way he put his shoes on, But I just drive down the road while I'm driving. I mean, these are just all that stuff I said. These are just things that I kept visually seeing all day long, every day for a couple of days. And I said, you know what? I can make something out of this, So I sat down and started thinking about it, and that's how I came up with it, And to spit it all off in 60 seconds, man, I'll tell you what, sold. It's a tongue twister.
Get it.
Right.
Get it. Not easy.
It's not.
Well, for me, my fuel island video, I did it right on the spot, and I fired up my camera because I got tired of it. I got tired of it from across the country. I mean, literally, from PA to Sparks, every fucking truck stop I stopped at to get fuel. And I ran team, so we're ready to go. I need fuel. It's my shift started. I'm done. I got my coffee. I brushed my teeth. I put my fuel. I'm ready to fucking go.
Yeah.
She did the post trip. We're gone. We're good.
Yeah. That's the way it should be.
And you get this person that he's just up there fucking playing video games. Or he's up there with his Peter beaters playing pocket pool. Point being, it's ridiculous. It's an absolute joke. And I have been attacked for it, for standing up for what's right for this industry many a times. many a times. My point being is I can't thank you enough for making the video, Jeff. The thing is people have these drivers have targets on their backs consistently throughout the day. I'm glad that you're willing to be part of the show, Jeff. I want to get to this comment that Sandra made because it's important that we talk to these people right here. She says, I am not a trucker, but I am about hackers. What a better way to cripple an industry with no human backup. Fuck me running.
Yep. And I've heard talking about that, you know what I mean? But it's going to happen, you know. These kids playing video games. And I mean, my daughter knows how to use my phone and all the hardware a lot better than I do. You know what I mean? And that's what the generation's going to be. They're going to learn how to do stuff like that. And that's what they're going to be doing. They're going to make take a right-hand turn or a left-hand turn going 70 miles an hour down the road.
Right. And it gets even younger. I mean, I'm pretty sure. I mean, these kids have phones in their hands or little computers by the time they're 2 and 3 years old. I mean, if you need something fixed on your phone or need to figure it out, it's probably easier and better to go ask a 5-year-old how to fix it than it is someone of our age, because they're going to be faster and they just zip through it like they were just born with it, like they were like incubated with those darn things. Shoot,
it's like us with phones, I guess, or I don't know how we put that into play. Video games, like video games when we were younger. I don't know. It's just it's crazy because it's so accepted, and I guess what it is us growing up. We grew up with things like this. That was exactly what we grew up with. My point being is that was a toy. Okay, that was a toy when we were younger. Nowadays, these guys get online. These kids get online with people across the country or across the world, and they're playing Call of Duty. They're going in and they're fucking doing missions as Navy SEALs and shit. Or you're playing what is that one game? I only played Madden once in a while, or Frogger. The carjacking one. Like the pimps hose and the beat. Grand Theft Auto. Grand Theft Auto. I mean, come on. I mean, they are. You can beat up.
I know.
Right.
I know.
Right.
Yeah.
All right, Jeff. You're a company owner, right? Yep. You're a company owner. You own your truck, right?
Yep.
I came across this video, and I think you actually know the backstory behind it and why it was made. All right, I'm gonna play this video right here. Man, we got a lot of videos. And I didn't play shit, but I'm gonna play this one, Jeff. Right? Where is it?
I don't know.
Oh boy, there it is, right here, Jeff. Tell me, what do you get from this?
Even cut my hair and change my name, 'cause we all just wanna be big.
Okay, I don't think a lot of people caught the caption or caught that text in it. What did that say?
That's got a 2-part scheme to it. There's another part to that video. You know what I mean? His insurance company found out he was on TikTok while driving, so that's why now he's rebelling on it. I guess I don't know. I mean, to each their own. And you know how it is. Everyone wants to throw everyone under the bus. Wheels on the bus go round and round, Wayne. You know.
Right.
Well, I mean, I don't know. I saw this online. I don't know what's going on with this right here.
Pavement Princess. I like it. See, I can dish it out and take it. Come on, bring it on. Bring it on. Pavement Princess. I've been called a lot worse. But I can look good and make money. I'm a pavement princess. I got a low.
I love TikTok. Don't. If you're soft, sorry, or anything don't play with us. Don't even leave a comment, because we can video comment. Oh my God, it's brutal over there. There's some serious bullying going on over there. It's also very, very toxic over there. Correct?
It is, but I'll tell you what. If you can't dish it out, if you can't take it, don't dish it out. Me, I'll take both sides of it, as you can see. You know what I mean? I joked along with them on that, and I don't care. I mean, I can dish it out and take it. I'm not a Biden voter, and I'm not a liberal. My feelings don't hurt easy. It's going to take a lot more than calling me a pavement princess to get me upset, you know?
Pavement princess.
Well, I got something for that. I actually got something for that. Where is it? I got something for that. Because I'm not a Biden guy either. I don't know. Is it this one right here?
Forget being good. I'm an OG.
No, not that one. Not that one. Well, no, I I thought I loaded it up. You son of a biscuit. Where is it? Oh, nope, that's not.
See, this is what happens when you load up 152 videos.
Well, all I gotta say
that are this big.
All I got is my balls and rapping my paws. Y'all want me to fall, call and crap. Suffocated, now they crawling back at some tall and
That's me.
Does that even look like him?
I've been working out. I know. People are like, what the fuck is that? That's me.
It doesn't even look like him.
I can't help it. Okay, Jeff. So with all the things going on, what is this one right here?
we'll put up.
Okay. With all the things going on in this country, okay, we got people going at each other left and right.
Yeah.
All right. I'm going to play this video. And in the end, I say something. Well, I lip read something or whatever. There's got a message in this video, and it's to all the lefts to the rights. Should I play it?
It's not like a message in the video.
You know what I'm saying? Should I play this one?
I don't know which one you're talking about.
This one.
Don't beat me to death. Let's just talk about it. We do not want to talk to you. You are a fucking racist. See, that's your problem right there. Just because I like Trump does not mean that I'm racist. It's not true. Well, Donald Trump is a fascist. His system is racist. And you'll never understand it because you're brainwashed by Fox News. I could say you're brainwashed too, but it doesn't do anybody any good. Cops are killing innocent black people for no reason. Is that not alarming to you? Okay, look at Jacob Blake. Look at George Floyd. You're telling me those cops were right? No one ever said those cops were right. But y'all don't seem to get that they're criminals and they put themselves into that situation. Whatever happened to personal responsibility? They ain't children, they're adults. This country is flawed. We need to tear it down and build it back up. Can I take you two out to lunch? No homo. We can find out what our similarities are, what our differences are, and most importantly, we can talk to each other. We gotta talk to each other.
All right, before you go anywhere with that, I want you to apply that to the trucking industry. I want you to apply that to the old school and the new school. See what I see? See what it said? We need to talk to each other. Okay. And that I apply that to all of us nowadays, but this is a trucking show.
Right.
So, and we have big issues within our industry with the old school and the new school.
Yeah, we do.
Jeff, what's the problem here with the old school and the new school?
Old school, everyone had their back. If there was a problem, if there was a truck broke down, there'd be 8-9 guys on the side of the road trying to fix that truck, get it going. Today, you're lucky if the guys even get over 2 lanes or get over a left lane while you're working on the side of the road. You know, I mean, everyone is, with all the stuff going on in the world, this is how I see it, Wayne and Sheila. All the stuff going around in the world, I'm not racist by any means, but with all the stuff going on in this world, it's making it easier for people to become racist. You know, but
I think it's easy for people to become more hateful. I don't want to say racist. I want to say more hateful towards people for their beliefs and the way things are being pushed. And I think that people are having it, and we're getting so fucking frustrated. Yeah, to the point to where it's like, you know what? Just fuck you. I'm done. I don't give a shit of your skin color. I don't give a shit your struggle. I don't give a shit nothing. I'm just. We've all had struggle. We've all had issues. I'm just tired of them pitting us against each other, not just within the trucking industry, within our lives. Okay. I was raised, I don't have to like everybody, I have to love everybody. Okay. And I was raised with a common courtesy compass, a moral compass, a values compass, and to respect people right out the gate, unless there's a reason not to. And you don't disrespect them, you just separate yourself.
That's right. That's the best way to do it.
I saw a lady yesterday, and the reason why I played that video, and I wanted to say that because of I met a lady yesterday, and she's a black lady, and I have no problem talking to anybody. Anybody. I will talk to a homeless person that's talking to themselves and 3 other people. Point being is, I said to her, and we were talking about things, and she says, I wish if they want change, I wish when they go to get the change that they bring, the things that they bring to light don't have so much dark carrying it with it. Does that make any sense? Like us, okay. I'm big on. I worked in the NBA as a driver. I worked in Hollywood as a driver. I worked in OTR. I worked oil field. But going back to working as in Hollywood, I forgot what I was saying. I do this.
So much dark brings to light.
Oh, so much dark brings to light. But it's like with these athletes, is what I was saying. Okay, is it Jacob Blake? I want to say his name is.
Yeah.
His name is Jacob Blake, and he has a big history, or a record of sexual assault. Okay, so if you're gonna go for change, I don't think that's the type of person you want to put up, because that person put himself in that situation.
No.
With those cops. Okay, and I know that there needs to be reform within the police. Okay, because I was harassed as a kid, not just because of my skin color, because I was, well, probably doing the wrong fucking thing. Point being, but every time I did cooperate with the cop, I never had an issue, and that was with black people with me,
right? And
they didn't have an issue as long as we complied.
Right.
The point being is with the way things are today, it's just crazy that these athletes are putting these types of people's names on their helmet when you have people being killed out of cold blood. I guess is what I'm saying here is, where do you stand with this? How do we fix this?
Well, I mean, it's like the trucking industry used to be, we're all family. I mean, the sports still has that compadre, you know what I mean? They still have that. They're treating themselves like family. That's why they're putting the names on the helmets and all that. The trucking industry. Yeah, camaraderie. Thank you. But the trucking industry, I mean, it's totally flipped. I mean, in that one video I made, I don't know if you saw it or not. I'm like, container and intermodal drivers. Yesterday they arrived in the country in a container. Today they're pulling one down the road. I mean, that's how it seems to be. I mean, you follow them down the road, they can't keep it between the lanes. You know what I mean? They're hitting curbs, taking out fire extinguishers or fire hydrants when they're taking turns in the city. I mean, it's not to hate someone, but I mean, it's just assumptions and you can make just by watching someone,
Right.
You can get a read. It's called reading. It's called reading. You get a read on somebody. This is not fucking new to the world. It's called, you can read their energy. You can read their personality. You can read, you're a person and you've been around people for a while and you get to know them.
Yeah. Yeah.
And that's where it's like, what the fuck? Are you telling me that I don't know what that's about? Wow, where are we at? It's like James says, it's not being racist. It's called being sick of eating shit sandwiches.
Sandwiches.
Yeah.
Right. But here's what I think is going on. You want to know what I think is going on? You want my personal opinion? Because I'm tired of the coronavirus. And we do have a coronavirus update, by the way. Okay.
That goes away November 4th.
Update. And that's just, the cases are being solved. I mean, unsolved cases, unsolved mysteries are being solved because they have determined that Tupac has died from COVID-19. Okay, everybody, Tupac Shakur's death is being called is related to COVID-19. So that's the driver's side COVID-19 update. What I'm trying to say is I'm tired of the bullshit. I feel like as far as that virus goes, I feel like it's politicians playing a game with us as their pieces. And that's that right there. And that's on both sides. That's on both sides. I'm tired of it. What I'm tired of is these lifers that sit on that hill. And I think I want to say this because it's happened in many industries, and now it's happening in Washington. And it took an outsider to come in and go, what the fuck? What? Oh, hell no. You're robbing these people blind. Your privilege is out of control. He's draining the swamp. He's doing his job. And these people are clawing and they're gripping and they're holding on for dear life because they don't want to let that hill go. They don't want to turn the hill over to people. And that's what I actually hope is happening. Because that's the only thing that I can actually come up with. Is what's causing all this fucking chaos. Is the lifers are having they're getting their final injection.
Yeah.
They're running out of time of draining the slush funds.
Well, they're running out of time anyways. We're all like 90 years old, for goodness sakes, anyways. I mean, holy crap. Like I said before, there needs to be a cap as far as how long these politicians and their age and how long for it to be allowed that they're in there. It means there's no change. It's just stagnant. Someone who's in there for 40 some odd years, get out. Dude, pass that torch on to someone else. Let's get some fresh ideas in there. What do you think, Jeff?
It's like this, Sheila. When your phone dies, I don't know about you, but when it's time for me to get a new phone, I hate it. Why do I hate it? Because you're used to the way things are on that phone. You know where every little icon is, every home screen, every menu phone. Those guys that are running that swamp up there, that's how they are. They got it the way they want it, and they don't want no changes. The only change they want to have is when they do get out. You know what I mean? And then they don't have to deal with it.
Right.
You know? The reason why I bring this up is because I'm not a politics guy. I don't like politics. Okay, I don't. But anybody that goes up on that hill affects the trucking industry.
Sure.
Yep.
I don't care what you say. It affects the trucking industry. We are the backbone. I like to say heartbeat because, man, backs go out all the time.
But we've seen the ones who have been on the hill for this long haven't done crap for the industry in so many years. And that's what I'm saying. There needs to be fresh blood. These guys who have been up there, like I'm not joking, 30, 40 some odd years. I mean, seriously, like 40 years. Get out.
And I agree.
This should not even be allowed.
And I agree with you.
If the presidency is only allowed to go 8 years, and you think that, I mean, 8 years seems like it's a long time, or even 4 years seems like it's quite a bit, but it's not, because you figure that the first year and the last year are nothing but their campaigning and adjustment. So it's only 2 years. And think about how fast 2 years actually go to try to get anything done. So these people are in there for 40 years, but that's way, way, way too long. It's just crazy.
I agree with all that. Jeff feels the same way.
Yeah.
But I want to shed some light on that. I really do, because Mike McPherson says it though. We've lost our old school values. Okay, right, and we're sitting here talking about our old school ways, but then we're talking about getting these old school fuckers out of office. Mm-hmm. So with yanking the old out, in comes the new, which comes new shit, which comes the driverless truck. These are kids these are people that created that shit. Okay, are we kidding each other though? But seriously, we got to be careful what we ask for. Right. Because if you're getting the old out, that means the new come in. Donald Trump is a businessman. Okay, he's a businessman, and I agree with the way things go because in today's America, because America is a business. And it hurts me to say this. I don't feel like we're a country anymore. I feel like we're more of a big business. We're more opportunity. We're more land of the free. We're all that American dream now, opposed to the American way.
Right, but I'm going to say in there, and as far as what he's talking about, you know, as far as the old school values, just because you don't have to get rid of the values if they had the values in the first place. And that's the problem, is that they've been in there so long, and it's only been one-sided, which was whatever their view and opinion has been, and that's not going to change. The old school values itself were respect, about camaraderie, and what was best for the industry of itself. And the problem is that what's happening now with a lot of the newer generation, and I think, is that there's a lot of me. There's a lot of me, and I know Phil Tristan had made a comment on that earlier, on that there's a lot of me syndrome going on. It's not necessarily they don't have those values about. You were talking about people, Jeff. You were talking about people getting over and helping others at one point. And now people just don't give a rat's ass. You know, it's all about them, their load, what they're doing. Yeah, okay, good luck to you over there. So the respect and the camaraderie of those values have really gone down, and it's more about the selfish of the I instead of the we.
Right. It's just like Phil Amigo says. The lifers are fighting to survive. They will do whatever it takes to survive. Right. And I think that's exactly what's going on. And who's suffering is us. The people suffer. It's no different from if a house breaks, if a family breaks up, a broken home, the children suffer. Right. It's now the country is breaking. The people suffer.
Yeah.
No. Yes. Maybe so.
We just went on a whole thing for Jeff.
Just like, what the fuck? Is this a trucking show or politics?
I'm not a politician. I don't like politics at all.
I hate him. I fucking hate him.
But
I hate him.
You know, I mean, I don't know if you've noticed this. You probably have, Wayne and Sheila, but you talk to a lot of drivers. I have noticed out here lately, there are more younger drivers into the old school values of trucking than they are into the newer ones. And I love that. I mean, it's nothing like talking to a 24, 25-year-old, and he's talking about 359 and cab overs. Some of these newer drivers don't even know what a cab over truck is unless they came from, overseas, where that's all they drive, or the Scanias and all that stuff,
Right.
But
they don't even know who John Wayne is.
Yeah, but I don't know. I mean, that's the way I look at it. And
I think that, it's a lot of them. There could be a lot of the drivers who are going into the industry that they are enticed by that old school values, but they're not finding it, and they're looking for it. You know what I'm saying? How many? I don't know as far as compared to the other percentage that's kind of just out for myself. Let me just get it done, and I don't have time for you because I don't know if that's because of the regulations that everyone just feels the pressure that they have to constantly keep moving, and doesn't have time for anybody.
It's the way we're wired as Americans in general. I do that going to the store. I got to get in, I got to get out. It's just the way we're wired today. But I like what Jeff was saying with the old school ways, the cab overs, the 359s, because I wasn't a mechanical guy, and I wasn't okay, that's a fucking nice truck. I want to know what that truck, I want to drive that.
Right.
That's me. Shiny squirrel. Hello. Okay. But there's a comment that's been made by John Hall, and I want to say thank you, first of all, to John Hall. And I want to say hello to John Hall and all his family. Yeah. All the family over there. John, I got your message.
Yeah.
I showed it to my wife this morning. I'm starting to get messages, and so many of them that they get buried, and I don't get to them till late at night. So John Hall, thank you. Thank you so much. And thank you for this great comment, because I think this is some of maybe the old school way is coming from the new school. Maybe this is a new way for us to get involved with each other. I don't know. But he says here, John Hall says, they have a game called American Truck Simulator. Have you seen it, Jeff? Have you seen American Truck Simulator?
I don't play video games.
Okay, so Jeff's over on TikTok. I'm on all media platforms.
It's like a video game, but it's more. I mean, you've got the whole steering wheel and a shifter going.
Call of Duty. You heard of Call of Duty, right? You know
my kid plays. Yeah. My son plays that.
Well, they have got this simulator out there that you can actually sit in the driver's seat.
Yeah.
Okay, it's just like when you go to Prime. I want to say Prime has one.
Oh, yeah.
Where they train them on. Well, now they've turned them into video games. You put a headset on, and it's just like Call of Duty, but it's trucking.
Yeah.
You can pick your truck, you can pick your company, blah, 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 and you can build it, and you can build a company, which has given us some ideas, but we're not going to leak that out. Point being is, there's this game called Trucker Simulator, American Trucking Simulator. Okay, and it actually has old trucks, new trucks, long nose, short nose, all of that. So, is this possibly an outlet to where the old school ways and the old school equipment is still being cherished and preserved?
It could be. You know what I mean?
How do you feel about that?
Maybe that's where they're getting it from. And if that's the way that's how they're getting that information with the old school ways. I mean, you could have the same thing with the swamp over there in Washington too. You could put someone new in there, says old school ways and wants to bring them back, but you got to get them out of there first to do it.
Exactly. Exactly. I'm not against the new generation coming in and their ideas that it's completely all technology and it's going to wipe everybody out. I'm sure that they have some great ideas. Sometimes you need the change. People are afraid of change, and they just.
I hate video games. I just hate it. It never held my interest. Okay. I mean, I played a little bit of Madden when I was younger on PlayStation, blah, blah, blah. I've always given my consoles away. I just do. I have one now that I give away if I could. Point being is, I just don't interest me. But I think that us as older folks that aren't interested in stuff like that, we should start taking a look at stuff like that. If we're taking the time out to look at our phones and play on TikTok or whatever it is that we're doing for our pleasure, is to start going out of our comfort zone and start looking at what these younger folks are doing, because I do. And it's enlightening me on a few things, because, I like to stay hip, slick, and cool. I don't like growing old, but I don't like video games. I don't like some of the way that things are done, and it just doesn't interest me. So I've never been part of that. Maybe it's time we start looking into things like that. Jeff, what do you think? Would you, because I actually thought about finding somebody to broadcast on the driver's side live from America while they're doing the trucking simulating, just to show people, because it's actually a way to make money nowadays. Kids make money playing video games, and and it's not just kids making money doing videos, it's also broadcasters. PT Network, he has supporters on Facebook and stuff like that can monetize their pages through gaming. But I think that this is the way the trucking industry is going, is with the gaming. I think maybe if us old school drivers take the time out to look into this gaming stuff, maybe we might get a little bit of similarity with the younger crowd and start having something to talk about together.
It's not just the trucking industry doing that, though, Wayne. I saw a video last week where there was cat excavator down in a hole somewhere overseas, and there was a guy, I don't know if he was in Baltimore or West Virginia, and he was sitting there, like you said, in a simulator, and he was controlling that excavator, moving dirt around in and out of the hole.
Here's a crazy thing.
Right
now, there's a doctor sitting down at a desk that doesn't have to scrub in.
Yep.
They're doing the surgery. Right. Yeah, how crazy is that?
Right. Yeah. Who knows what kind of privilege he's got with all that money and what he's doing down below the desk.
Yeah.
While he's doing surgery.
That's why I haven't stood up.
I'm a truck driver at the end of the day. I'm going to get it in. That's it.
So bad.
I am bad.
Yeah, I don't even know how much I trust that. If they told me that my surgery that I had to have was going to be performed by a doctor completely somewhere else, not even in the room, with a computer simulator that was going on and mechanical arms, I don't know.
Okay, well, take that same thought, Sheila, and you got your family. Your family's going down the interstate. You got 3 kids in the back seat that are yours, and you're going by a fleet of trucks that are anonymous. You gonna feel the same way doing that too?
Yes, for sure.
Yeah. Yep. I would too. Damn right, I would.
Yeah, I'd freak out. Like if all of a sudden I got up there and there wasn't a driver in the seat. Yeah, I'd for sure freak out. I'd be like, oh, I'd freak out even more than I freak out now with the driver in the seat.
Yeah.
I'd rather take the computer than Swift coming up on me.
Yeah.
I'm kidding. Oh my God.
Oh my God. Oh my God. He on X Games mode.
You got way too much time on your hands, mister. That's all you got.
I even cut my hair and changed my name. Cause we all just wanna be big rock stars and live in hilltop bosses driving 15 cars. The girls come easy and the drugs come cheap. Well, I'll stay.
You're not lying about that.
Well, I'm laughing because when I'm doing something like that, if I'm just FaceTiming someone walking outside looking at my phone, I'm thinking people think I'm retarded just looking at my phone. And this guy's out here doing all kinds of stupid shit.
He's out there. I'm not joking. When I'm in the grocery store, he's out in the Winco parking lot, seriously, in his robe with a cup of coffee in the morning.
I saw that one. That lady's honking, looking at him like, what bus did he fall off of?
Right?
Here's a good example.
I just walk past that.
Hold
I
on.
don't know that's not my RV that I'm going to with the groceries.
Hey,
no.
Here's the thing. I'm hanging out with my little brother. He's trying to spend time with me, and this is what I'm doing.
Forget being good, I'm an OG. I'm sick of telling everybody now they gon' see. I'm about to take it back when I used to be the man. Got a mean grip, but I'm even better with the hand. And I throw balls with him, had to show Paul with him. Caught him slipping, so I kicked him with a good Lord, split him. Then I had a long visit with the doc draw sitting. He pulled out the long mittens, told him, nah, y'all tripping. Date night, game tight like a Mac Daddy. I call her Sugar Honey and she call me Grandpappy. Never ever lacking, so you know what happened. 5 minutes later, we was knocked out napping. I'm a OG, they can't stop this. Medical Mary Jane, but I'm not sick. Coke 45 when I'm thirsty.
See? Wait.
Did you see the Swift pants? Did you see my Swift pants?
Did you have flip-flops?
I had my Swift pants on. I had my Super Trucker boots on, and I had my OG fucking Adidas jacket on.
Did you have your flip-flops and knee-high tube socks on too?
Hey, cowboy hat and a banana hammock.
Oh.
Banana hammock, he calls it.
Oh, do I not have his bull hauler one? You made the difference between you made the bull hauler video, didn't you? With the lube?
I don't think so.
With the Lucas lube, with the difference between a bull hauler.
Oh yeah, with the Lucas lube. Yeah. The fifth wheel slide. I
gotta do it. We gotta get together on Saturdays or at least one day to play these fucking videos. Sorry. Right? Yeah. Come on.
Yeah.
Come on.
Yeah. I don't know.
All right, let's go to some comments. We're totally ignoring everybody today.
Right. No, we found it. We do.
We're well over. Here's Trucking with V right there. Sorry, I'm late. Had to pick up. Yeah. Oh, you always go back and watch it, guys. You can always go back and watch it. Jeff, where are you headed today? Where are you headed?
I'm gonna empty out here in another hour, and I'm gonna go down to Baltimore Port, load up, head back up to Michigan, unload, reload. Probably Ford Rangers, going right back towards Nashville. I'm hoping to go home for the weekend.
Oh, nice.
You're already looking to go home. You just left Sunday.
I don't need to be living in a truck. I make enough money. I can live my life too. You know what I mean?
I make enough.
Anyone getting into trucking, you gotta pay attention to the details,
I make enough money. I look. I'm not gonna lie. I say this as a driver. When I was swinging them doors, and I found out how that works over there. That lane. When a car hauler says, "You ever want to know what we make? Just look at those and just basically don't just start with the little ones, about 700, and then work your way up to about the truck is about 1,500. What? You count the cars and you do all that math and you oh God, holy shit. Am I wrong?
I mean, it's like every other industry. You know what I mean? I mean, you got to get used to it. You got to get into it, but. Yeah, I mean, I got a 10-car hauler, and if I can get 10 on, I'll take them. If I can get 11 on, I'll take 11. You know. I mean,
now, when you were at home for 5 weeks, though, did that seem a little long? Were you kind of getting antsy to get back out?
No, it's just the opposite with me. The longer I stay home, the harder it is for me to want to leave. I don't.
Right.
You know, I'm home, and I'm like, just it's nice having a life. You know what I mean? I mean, I'm home a lot with this career I picked and my profession I got. I mean, I'm in the right lane. I'm living in the right area. I go home quite a bit actually, and you get home, you get used to it. You know, you get used to the wife and kids, the dog and the cats, and you don't want to leave. You got to start all over again. It sucks.
Right.
Well, and he's married to the right woman.
Yep, that right there makes a world of difference. Behind
it really does. It really does. You know, because I said with you, I mean, the way this has happened is it was you saying, follow your dream. And my dream was to be as successful as my father, if not more, but also be in front of the camera like my father always wanted to be. Is to go a step further in the, outside of transportation.
Right.
Because
my dad, something that you love.
My dad's goal was to be in front of the camera, to be a producer, director, and then get in front of the camera. My father got stuck in the transportation side, but he stayed there, and it fed our family, and it introduced me to the trucking industry. It introduced me to so much. It introduced me like Shaquille O'Neal. I worked for him for 10 years. You know, as a driver, I've experienced more than most ever in their lifetime.
Yeah.
How do you feel? Okay, so being a driver, Jeff, and living on the road and going cross country, being married to the right person, having a great family and all that, how does it feel? How do you feel as a driver? Do you feel that you've experienced more than most people?
Me personally, yeah. Yeah, I do. I really do. I mean, I've got to see a lot. I get to take my wife with me in the summer because she's a school teacher. When I was running all 48, she'd go with me during the summer. We'd stop, go places, you know.
And how is that? Did she like it?
Oh, she loves it. I mean, her biggest complaint is I don't stop enough. You know what I mean? Well, she'll see something, hey, let's go check that out. I'm like, no, we got stuff to do. You know, I'm out here. When I'm behind this wheel, all I'm thinking about is getting from A to B. There ain't no C, D, and F between the two. You know what I mean? I got this on my mind, and we're going there. We'll shake it off, and then if there's something around there, we'll go see it. But if I needed 34 or something when I was running the road in the summer, we'd stop. Like Moab, we love Moab. Every time we go up there, we'd stop, park downtown, and we go run a Jeep for the weekend. You know?
Yeah. Yeah. But you're working, and that's the difference. It's not about the sightseeing. You're working. She's along while you're working. You just need to get her some good binoculars so she can see off on the side as you're going down the road.
I have some right next to my road. As I'm driving, I have some.
That's for when we know that's for when you're going to the bathroom. Don't lie to us. Come on.
Right? Oh, that's bad.
What the fuck are you laughing at?
That's not true, but it's bad.
Touche, you son of a biscuit. All right, so it takes the reason why I ask that because it takes a special type of person to do this job. The way they sell it today in the big mills and stuff like that, it's anybody can do it. You're going to see the country, you're going to see the United States. You're not. If you're a driver, you're a professional, and you take this lifestyle within this career serious. If you take this career within this lifestyle serious, you see America truck stop to truck stop. But what you do get to see is how America actually works. It's the intricate parts that keep this country moving from food to cars to gas to all the way to your farms. It's just crazy. The trucking industry is a place to where people that go into, if you go into this as an industry, if you go into it, you get to see how the country actually works. And you get to see who runs the country.
But like you said, it's a lifestyle, Wayne, and people don't get that. They think, I'm going to go drive a truck. I'm going to work 8 to 5. You know what I mean? There ain't an 8-to-5 trucking job in America that's, you know what I mean? That's a dream job for people. You know,
right.
I mean, they're out there, few far in between and out there, but the lifestyle itself, people can't handle. You know,
and I'll say this: it's funny he said that because there's a lot of people that go out on the road and they go over the road and they want to go to day cabin. They want to go to local. Check it out. Local is just as hard in some areas, if not harder. You ever look at a Pepsi delivery guy? That dude's loading his truck. He's unloading. He's stocking. He's taking all stuff. He does like 5 jobs for one for the price of one. Okay, the value there is not appreciated. But I went local. We weren't day cab. We were oil field. I went local oil field. All right, we were 525 miles a day, down and back. But if not, you sat at the well and you still got paid. But I was part of that oil field. I was part of that good money, and that was outside of the mainstream of trucking. Jeff is outside the mainstream of trucking.
Right.
What I want to ask Jeff is the way this industry is going. People are dominating all kinds of sectors of the industry, and they're wrecking it by coming in and cutting rates. Yeah. Okay. You have car haulers out there. You have car hauling companies that come in and they're new to this industry. How do you feel about the new companies that are coming to this industry and devaluing you guys?
They think they're going to get their foot in the door and start somewhere, and you know they're going to change the whole. They're going to reinvent the wheels. What they're thinking, you know what I mean? But like I got the perfect lanes right now. I mean, I'm loaded both ways. You know, we don't even have to sub out our own freight anymore. We got so much freight, we're subbing it out because we can't keep up with it.
Wow.
But the cut rate, I mean, that's been going on for years, Wayne. You know what I mean? And people are always going to do it because that's how they're going to get their foot in the door rather than try to go pull with someone else as a team and try to make the whole profession and industry better. They're going to try going out on their own, and they're either going to sink or swim. You know what I mean?
Right.
You got me a driver. I got me a driver. I got me an educated driver here. Well, ask him another question.
I sit on my brain. I'm not an educated driver. Come on.
Well, I didn't say. Did I say educated? I didn't. I said experienced. I think. I never said that. I never said educated, sir. Don't get it twisted. Stop it. Hold on. Get that guy's arm off. Get his hand off his back.
I thought you said educated.
All right. I made a mistake. Right. You know what? Careful. Like I learned in my marriage, when, how, and where you use your words. Okay. All right. So let me ask you this, Jeff. With today's industry and the way things are and the way things are in place, do you feel that it's too easy for people to come in here, start a company, and think they're going to be a successful company within the trucking industry on top of successful drivers?
You know, you hear all kinds of stuff, Wayne, where people come and get grants, they get a truck, and then they start pulling, you know, freight, you know, whether it's cars, whether it's equipment, flatbed, or reefer, you know, I mean, you see it all day long. I don't know. I mean, I don't know if they're making it or not. I'm, like I said, if you don't, I stick to myself. I'm not really out here stirring the hornet's nest like you think I am on TikTok. You know what I mean? I might poke at it once in a while, but I pretty much say to myself, my own thing. And you hear a lot of stuff out there. You just got to know whether to make truth or lies out of it. You know?
Right. Well, I don't know. Perhaps it may be a lot of people who are going into the industry now, instead of doing their research, all they're doing is going online. They see all these promises that these schools make and these companies are making, all these mega carrier companies are making, without doing research and actually going out there and talking to these drivers to find out what the industry is really like, what it's really like, and what they're going to be getting themselves into. You know what I'm saying?
You know, here's you know, we haven't been really paying attention to the comments, and I want to apologize for that, because Mike McPherson, I go back and I read them, and I want to make sure that we're getting to ones that need to be got to. And I feel like this one needs to be touched on. It says Mike McPherson says, we ain't got time for video games, Wayne. We are too busy trucking, making that money, doing anything to survive. Okay, so, and I get that, and I agree with that. And that's what worries me. Are drivers, the old school drivers, are they being deterred and staying so busy and so focused on just surviving to where we can't help our industry?
No, I think it's more their debt. It goes back to what Sheila was saying about the swamp. I mean, we're setting our ways. You know what I mean? It's hard to get out of a way when you can't see no good at the other end of it with the way it's headed. You know,
right?
You start looking down the trucking industry, and I mean, to me, the anonymous stuff, that's not an answer for me. So I'm not really paying much attention to it.
Right.
You know?
Yeah.
And I don't think, I have, and I think the reason why is because it's not coming for that section of the industry right now. But I will say this. Okay, wait a minute. Okay, let's talk about this. There's a new company out there. Christine bought her car through it.
Oh,
Car Haven or something. It's got a tow truck. It delivers.
Carvana.
Yeah. How about companies like Carvana? Is that good for our industry?
My motto on that there is, if I was going to buy a car, I'd want to go there and look around the lot. I wouldn't buy something off the line like that and have it delivered. That's just me,
Right.
But that right there is going to show you that people are getting lazy in this world, Wayne. They're ordering cars to their door that they never even seen or stepped foot in, and they're not new; they're used.
Yeah.
So it's just
it goes with that whole virtual. I mean, more and more the virtual is coming out, and that has to go along with technology of what they're doing. I mean, basically, you don't even have to leave your house anymore. Everyone has gotten so. That's where I was talking about with the me, and a lot of the thinking I think with people is that way, is that they're not even thinking about other people outside of their bubble. People don't have to leave their house anymore. They can do their grocery shopping online. Someone brings that. They can order food online. Someone brings that. They can get clothes, everything else from Amazon, order that within 2 days. Someone brings it, which is normally all you drivers. But they're not even thinking about that because they don't have to. They can order cars. Now it's like, oh, well, I can order a car. It's going to come to me. They have a week to actually have it and test drive it and see if they like it, and they have to make that decision. And if not, guess what? If they can call up in a day and go, yeah, you know what? That one's not mine, but I saw the red one that was over to the side. Bring that one out. And they will bring that one out and do the exact same thing until they finally find a car. Takes a lot longer for me. I'm like you. If I'm going to go look for a car, I want to see it now. I want to see it, feel it, touch it, sit in it, drive it immediately before I'm going off the lot for a week or anything else. That's just me.
I agree.
I'm the same way with women. I wouldn't do a mail order bride just for that reason. You know what I mean? I'm like you. I want to see it, touch it, feel it, Sheila. You know what I mean?
Oh my gosh!
He got it in. I love him. But you know what? You guys really touched on something. He's very smart. He slipped that in there.
I don't get the whole mail order bride either.
I'm proud of you, Jeff.
I don't get it either. But
I'm proud of you. I don't have it rolled up, but if I did, it would bang. So here, you guys are really touching on something that really affects the trucking industry. It's called convenience.
Right.
Okay. And these men and women don't have what you're talking about.
You're absolutely
the driver does not have the same convenience as what they're selling. That's the part that blows me away. These are the men and women that give you that actual convenience that you're using.
Right.
That service that you're using and that convenience, it comes down to that driver. It all boils right back down to that driver. And that's where my fucking issue lies.
Right.
That's where it lies. It's the value of the driver. And I'm tired and I'm sick and I'm fed up and I'm tired of being sick and tired of the depreciation of the actual people that keep this fucking country going and that give these people, spoiled, me included, everything they fucking want. It's just like you told me, honey. We grew up watching the Jetsons, and here is Jeff delivering the Jetsons.
Yeah, we're delivering the Jetsons.
You see what I'm saying, though?
Right.
I mean, we're not actually taking the time out to look.
Well,
because when I'm hearing your
patience, though, no one has patience for anything anymore. There's absolutely no patience. It's instant gratification. It's right now. I want it, and I want it right this very second. I don't want to wait 2 days, but I don't want to go right now, get up off my ass to go down to the store to go buy it myself. That would take a half an hour. I want it delivered, and I want it here within a couple hours or a day.
Did you hear that?
There's no patience.
I want to
make
right. And these drivers don't have any more patience. Okay. It's not, Jeff doesn't want Jeff, it's not about over in the trucking industry. It's about we want what we deserve. Okay. And I love it because I hear a lot of there, and I'm not picking on you, honey. What I'm tired of is us not thinking of them and us as a we. I'm sick of it. I'm sick of these men and women just fighting for exactly what's right, for just a decent wage, a safe environment to work in, and respect for what they do. Am I wrong, Jeff? Because you light me up, you light fires in me which is just to go out and look out for the drivers. Who is actually looking out for them? I get there's people with groups and going to Washington and this and that, but you're actually not getting out there and actually getting to it. This is a car hauler. I don't know this man. I met him on TikTok. I haven't yet to meet him. And this is what I love about it. Because he knows exactly what the fuck I'm saying, and I don't have to turn a wrench. I don't know what motor he has. I don't have to know how many fucking gears he grabs. All I have to do is relate with him in the fact that what he is to this country and how valuable he is and what he's not getting for his value.
Wayne, you said it great in one of those videos you did there. You were live feeding with your brother Devin there a couple days ago. You were doing the homeless camp up there at one of those shelters. You were saying they had electricity, showers, food, everything. They have more conveniences than the guys out here busting their ASS pedaling down the road. You know what I mean? Some of these truck stops are going to charge you. You go into an area you never used a truck stop before, you ain't got no shower card, they're going to charge you $18 for a shower. They're going to charge you $18 to park because 3/4 of the parking lot is reserved because today's industry wants to, hey, I'm going to get a parking spot and I can pull in whenever. Meanwhile, the guy that's driving down the road, dog-ass tired, he's got to park down the road somewhere where he has no amenities because there's no parking.
Right.
You know?
Right. And that's all greed. I mean, that went all back to greed, all that reserved parking and everything else. I mean, it's just greed. They're not thinking about you guys.
Exactly and it's not just trucking. It's raping of the people.
It's like but it isn't. I mean, when you go to the mall, you don't see reserved parking for special guests, do you, Wayne? No, I mean, truck stops, you spend $70,000, $80,000 a year on fuel for one truck at a truck stop, and then they want an extra $18 a night to park. I mean,
not including a shower if you don't have shower credits or any food.
What are they doing with that money, Wayne? You don't see them revamping the parking lot. You don't see them making it bigger. You don't see different, healthier restaurants in there. You don't see gyms. You don't see movie theaters, bowling alleys. You don't see no amenities for any of the drivers. They're pocketing. Some of these truck stops got 50, 60 reserved spots. Multiply that by 18. Tell me how much money they're making a night off of that.
Right. How about the rest areas? Okay, you're going to get me started. I mean, just to open those up. Okay, give these men and women what they need to perform their job fucking safely. Stop forcing them into situations to where people get killed.
Yeah.
Okay, let's really talk about it. If you really want to get to the core of it, let's get down to the nuts and bolts of the fucking training again. Okay, right? Yep. But on top of the fact that they do not provide an environment for you guys to perform your job safely. Okay, on top of the lack of fucking respect drivers have for each other. I want you to read this comment from V, because she's not just a driver, she is a veteran. She's seasoned, and the fact she's a woman in this industry and she's taken what she deserves. Okay, so go ahead and get to her because I gotta use the rest. My eyes are floating.
Oh, so he just leaves me. My eyeball's been floating for like a half an hour of chatty Cathy over there. Oh, he's gotta go. Go ahead. Right. Okay, trucking with V says, a man will help me faster thinking I am a newbie, then find out I am seasoned, then the BS starts. Oh, and I would imagine that's what, because is that also because of the fact that maybe she's a woman? I'm not sure as far as that. Like maybe she's not seasoned, that she couldn't have possibly been in the industry that long because she's a newbie. Jeff knows what happened there.
Let Jeff take that. He knows what happened there.
I don't know what happened there.
What happened there? I don't know. I mean, anything could happen, really. I mean.
Okay, let me read it. Let me see, because I want to say that I get it.
I'm not going the wrong way with that one. I'm not going to touch that one, Wayne.
Okay. Let me help you out here. All right. I was raised by a woman, a strong one at that. I miss you, Mom. Trucker with V says, a man will help me faster thinking I'm a newbie, then find out I am seasoned, then the BS starts. All right, so you're probably got a male chauvinistic pig old school driver that just can care less about a fucking woman in the first place, and he was probably thinking with his little head before his big head because he wanted, I got a newbie, help her out, and yeah, I got a vulnerable one here, is what I'm going to say. Right. That's where I'm going to go with that one. I'm going to say that he thought he could manipulate the situation, benefit himself.
The damsel in distress.
The damsel in distress, blah, 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 bullshit, and here we go, yeah, baby, and then finds out she actually got a brain on her fucking head, okay?
And has been doing it a while.
And been doing it a while.
And probably better than him.
Right. That part right there. Nope. Yeah, here I gotta. So let me blow into my Peter beaters, puff up and get my ego out, get my fucking tail out, and say, "Oh, You're a woman. How did you do that? Oh, no, you can't do that. I'm a man. We run this industry. It's a man's world. It's a chauvinistic pig that doesn't respect a woman, that I was completely raised the opposite way, was that a woman is able to do whatever they want as long as they put their mind to it, just like you, son. My mom says, son, you will never understand. This, I'm going to get it in, is mightier than the atom bomb, and you'll do anything for it.
Hey,
my point being is, I think that's what happened here, V. Maybe I'm wrong.
Right,
she said it. Wait. Here it is. There's the response. Trucking with V.
Right, and that's how I took it too, was because she was a woman.
Trucking with V. Hit the nail on the head.
That's why I didn't want to go there, Wayne.
Well, Jeff, but see, the sad part is this is what bothers me about the world that I grew up in is the women of this world. People want to talk about racism and they want to talk about this. How about the fact that the barriers these women broke? Okay, I heard a guy the other day say it. He said, "What the hell is the FMCSA?" And I'm going to bring up the FMCSA in this. How they've done for any driver or family. Okay, they've done some things, okay? And they may have not done it in the right way, but the one thing I do know is Jeff, as a veteran of this industry, if he goes to lose his fucking hearing, there's a waiver for him. Okay. Deaf people can drive trucks, and the FMCSA played a part in that. Okay. They gave a whole community an opportunity to have a life, and it gave the advantage for the driver that's getting ready to lose their hearing. That's a seasoned driver like Jeff or Trucking with E, to stay in that seat just because they lost their hearing. That's the beautiful thing about technology. But they said that about the FMCSA, but my ex-wife is America's first deaf female on top of that. So the females within this industry, within this world, I have a soft spot because I married a strong, independent woman. I respect independent women. And the fact that gentleman did that, it bothers me because this industry is still filled with a lot of people like that. And Jeff didn't want to touch it because Jeff respects women and he doesn't want to. He's smart. He's a smart man, because you got to be careful of how, when, and where you use your words.
Yep. And I'm not good with that. I speak my mind.
He does too.
I do too. But the one thing I do know is to respect a woman and to give her the same respect I would a man, is what I'm trying to say. And that's just what was embedded in me by my mother. Because I get it. And that part right there. And look, since I was 12, and there's not a thing I wouldn't do for this woman. And it bothered me the other day that somebody thought that or felt that I was talking to you wrongly, and they might be right, because I don't, and I do work on that as a man, because me as a general person that got away with murder as a kid, being the baby of the family, I have a tendency to act out, and I don't realize how I'm acting out when I act out towards my wife. So whoever said that the other day, you made me look at myself, and I appreciate that. Back to Jeff. This is not a freaking marriage counseling show. How do you feel about that, baby? Jeff, because Jeff didn't want to touch it. Trucking with you said I nailed it.
Yeah, and that's what I thought that I was just clarifying that obviously that more of it was because that she was a woman, obviously. So I kind of figured that's what it was when she said that they were a newbie. They see the girl, the damsel in distress, basically, and not even thinking twice that she's probably driven longer and better than the person who was offering help. That's all I'm saying. They look at her as far as, oh, here it is. Here's a woman. She probably doesn't know anything about it. She doesn't know what she's talking about. She needs help. And that's not true. That's not true. There's a lot of female drivers who are out there who have been in the industry for years and years and years. And they're great drivers. They get out there and.
Well, the fact that she knows this means that she is completely, that she knows this, she gets it. Read it. Right. Trucking with V says, stand for something or fall for anything. And I think that's what this industry does. We all do. We get triggered and we fall for it off our triggered feelings. Today's people, I think I'm learning, because I'm having to look at myself, is the triggering. What?
No, the triggering. Go ahead.
No, you just cut me off.
I didn't either. I said some snarky remark.
is the point that people get triggered very easy. They act out in feelings. Just like me with broadcasting. If I haven't done this and did this with you, I'd be fucking off the rails with Jeff right now.
Huh?
Right? We basically got a dead conversation here because I really took it somewhere we didn't need to go.
Yeah. I don't know. Conversation with you, Jeff, with him. I don't get much in anyway, so I don't think it really matters whether I'm here or not when he starts jabbing with you.
Here's the funny thing.
I don't see any control in me controlling anything.
Here's the great thing. She's like, oh boy, Jeff's gonna be on. I'm not gonna get a word in edgewise. Last week I had to do my trucking history in 10 minutes. Blah blah blah. And here he is. We're here almost 2 hours into the show, and I still got him on.
But I was done. I got my news in.
Right.
No, what I call him Daddy Kathy because he loves having you on, and you two get to your little answers.
It's only the second time I've had him on. I love having drivers on. Period. I love having Mike on.
To him besides that, you two serious.
We're getting to know it.
I know, and that's what I'm saying.
It's a bromance, bro.
Yeah, you're a little chatty Kathy. He does. He gets.
She's gonna piss me off. You know what? That's getting. We got trucks doing wheelies out this bitch.
Yeah.
That motherfucker needs some wheelie bars, bro. Jeff, he's got to go.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got to get ready to roll, mister.
Yeah.
Jeff, you're the heartbeat of America. You should be treated that way. Accept nothing less. Thank you.
Thank you.
I'll call you later today.
Yep, I'll be here.
All right. Are you going home this weekend?
Yeah, I plan on it, yep.
Saturday?
Yeah.
What day are you going to be home?
Maybe Saturday, yeah. I should be home Saturday.
Let's talk. I'll talk to you later. Jeff, thank you for stopping by. Baby, got anything for Jeff?
Thank you, as always. Thanks again for coming on. You're always a pleasure to have on.
I didn't mean to keep you so long, but you know what, Jeff? This industry deserves and needs men like you, okay? Please don't ever change. Continue to be the man you are. Don't compromise your beliefs, values, or anything for anybody.
I'm me. I ain't gonna change me. That's what I even told my wife that when I met her years ago. I'm like, I'm me. I won't change me to please you. If you don't like it, you don't like it, you know? So
right.
I'm set in my ways. And she accepted that, and she's doing very well with it.
I'm going to leave that alone. I'm going to leave this. This is where I leave it alone. Jeff, we'll talk to you later, brother. Peace out, driver.
Be safe.
Because you know what? Because when he said that, I go right to the piece of shit that I was. And I go, because I remember there was one point in our marriage, you looked at me and you said to me, you said, I love you. And I was like, uh-oh. She's reminding herself that she loves me again. What did I do? She says, no. She says, I love you because the man you are, you're willing. And then this is not a shot at Jeff, because Jeff, she met him that way. You've known me since I was younger, so I had some issues when we reconnected. What she said to me, she says, you're a good man. You're willing to make changes to keep our marriage strong. But I respect Jeff for that, because I believe that works both ways. But it takes a strong woman to marry a truck driver. It really does. It takes a strong family to stand by a truck driver. And I appreciate Jeff, and I appreciate all that he does in trucking with me and all these guys, because these are the heartbeat. This is the heartbeat of America. It's the core.
Yeah. But let's make something clear. I wasn't asking him to change his normal personality of who he is. I was asking him to change some things.
See how that works? You see how that works? You see how that fucking works? I did wrong.
Yes. I accepted him and loved him for who he is. Now, when he became Jekyll or Hyde, the opposite of each other, that was me.
Well, it's like Mike said. He says, I heard through the grapevine that woman next to you wears the pants, Wayne. She just doesn't wear them. She also buys them for me. She also buys them. So she just doesn't wear them. She also buys them and picks them out. Which one? That she's going to have me wear for her. All right, let's get to this comment. Stand for something, fall for anything. All right, Truck with you. I don't have chicken lights and chrome. I have ink and miles. I love it. I love it. She's here. She got here late, but boy, did she make an appearance. Truck with you says, please get to know September 24th, September 24th, 2 p.m. with Sheila and Wayne on the driver's side. Yes.
I know, next Friday. Or next Thursday.
Thursday. She booked a show.
She did.
Well, it's the first booking we've had in a while, and I'm not afraid to say that.
Yeah.
You know, it's not.
Yeah.
I'm not. Some people really don't want to work.
Right.
I won't get into all that, but V took advantage of the driver side's platform and has booked a show.
Right.
So she'll be here next Thursday. What is it? 2 p.m.
2 p.m. Right. So
2
we'll
p.m.?
still have our morning at 6, which is the morning drive. We're still going to have that. We're going to have a special episode with V on here at 2:00. So yes. And that's awesome. And that's what it's all about. If you guys have something to talk about,
Hi, John, or
you want to say, or just hang with us for a little while, you can absolutely book a show like V did, Trucking with V did. And we'd be more than happy. We want you on that. That's what this is for. This is what we want. Just like with Talk to Me Tuesday, when we put the phone number down there, anything. Guys, we want you to call in. The phone number yesterday, we kind of went through some changes. We do apologize about that.
We got issues, bro.
Right. Well,
it's me. I got deep tissue issues.
Yeah.
And I need tissues.
Yeah, that happens.
I'm crushing it.
Yeah.
At least in my head. Fuck.
He just entertains himself.
I really do. All right. So, Phil, Amiga, they're all still here. I love it. Yeah, Ronnie Marie says, I would love to use your words. Stand for something or fall for anything. Trucking with me. That's a great saying. That's a great saying. I'm glad she brought that one up because that's one awesome. Right. What else we got, honey? I still see you in here. All you guys, man. God, what a great turnout today.
It is almost 2 hours, so we are going to wrap.
I did a bat. Okay, hey, things happen. Phil says, I know, but I got videos and stuff. I never get to all my videos.
We have Throwback Thursday tomorrow, right?
Yeah, we have Throwback Thursday tomorrow.
Free Flow Feel Good Friday coming up. So we're coming towards the end of the week, which is always we'll have news and stuff going on for tomorrow, and then the throwback part, which I love.
All right, can I run this?
Heritage and history.
Can I run this video? We'll come back and we'll do final thoughts, closings, whatever.
Yeah, okay.
All right, let me run this video. Because the guy took the time out to make it. I duetted him over on TikTok. I saw this on the For You page. I did not know about this, and I'm scrolling through TikTok, and I saw it before. Okay, you're going to see the one with me attached to it. But for me to attach myself to it, I had to see the original. Right. So this is the second cut of it. I thought this was really neat, and I appreciate you.
Hey, you a truck driver? Or in the trucking industry? Or just a truck nut? It doesn't matter because you need to be following this guy. This guy has some great content. You ought to check out the trucks that he has posted on his page. He also has a Facebook page called The Driver's Side. Go like that page and go to his Instagram, The Driver's Side 19. Check it out. Following, comment, do all that stuff. This guy is doing the industry a great favor, and he's enjoying what he's doing. Him and his wife are both doing one hell of a job. Good job, Wayne. I'll meet you someday. One of these days we'll cross paths. Peace out.
Get it, Adam. Get it, driver. I appreciate that. That's so cool. I came across that, and I was like, holy shit. What that tells me is the fact that you pulled my head out of my ass for me once again. You help me become a better person. We help each other become better people. Let me give you all the fucking credit.
And that's I didn't help you become a better person. I helped you become the person of who you naturally are, which is a good person.
Yeah.
And
don't be having me out there all puss in boots.
You're not puss in boots, but you are a good person as far as that. And that's it. That it's okay to be a good person. And that's it. That's all I did.
Well, I hope more people start becoming better people. It sucks. Yeah. It sucks because I don't recognize the world I'm in right now. I don't. I really fucking don't. Becky Underwood says, love the show, Wayne and Sheila Campbell. Good morning to everyone out there. Have a great day and God bless all.
We just love you, Becky. Thank you so much. Honestly, we just always appreciate your support. And
either that or we
your
really
encouraging words.
Either that or we got people that are kind of like similar to us that like watching us that we like watching ourselves. I'm just saying.
I think that we try. I mean, we try to bring you guys a good show. We stumble. I mean, there's always things that we're learning. We're going to progressively grow and experience new things and get better as it goes along. We're still just finding out with each other, playing off each other, and getting guests and stuff on. So,
well, I told you.
Try. That's what we want to do is bring a good show.
Well, how I try to explain it to you, because I've been wanting to do this for a minute.
I know.
I said it's like bartending without serving drinks. Does that make any sense?
No? It does.
It's like a stripper that don't take their clothes off. I think that's what bartending is. Strippers
That's how I
that don't take their
described to
clothes
him when he first went into bartending. I think it's kind of like you're a stripper with that taking your clothes off.
off. Right. Give me what's in your pocket, motherfucker. Can't take my clothes off, but you get the sprinkler. I was the worst bartender.
No, you weren't. You're the great bartender.
I was a good person for the position, but I was terrible at the skills of bartending. I was terrible. I couldn't mix you a drink if it came with instructions.
But they didn't care because you had the people personality that.
Oh, you came to my bar, you were getting a shot and a beer. That's for fucking sure.
And they didn't care. They were just there to see him because he was just a wild nut. That's how.
Oh boy,
yeah,
that was not good. Yeah. Bartending
for me it wasn't, but for the
bartending for me isn't good. Oh god, oh god, it's terrible on the body. Oh my god. Let me shut the fuck up. I'll get myself in some shit right here. All right, Here we go.
Okay.
All right, old school is the old school way. LOL. Yes. You do a wonderful job, Wayne and Sheila. You are motivating and uplifting and knowledgeable. I speak from experience. She's more knowledgeable than I am. She's the one with the education. I'm the one with just the idiot. That part.
And I get to learn as I go along, which is why I love the Throwback Thursday so much, because we always bring up something as far as history or heritage. Yes, he did that.
Typical driver.
History or heritage. So, and
can't say that I don't have a CDL.
Talk about it. I have to read it and research and find out about, which is actually really exciting.
It's fucking awesome. It's awesome. It blows me away. It blows me away when I come back sometimes. And you've been at that screen for most of the day or all day, and you start to breaking stuff down. And you're like, holy shit, wow. Yeah. Blows me away. I think it's cool because it's important that we try to blend this, honey. We try to blend with your everyday people.
Right.
The driver's side is for everybody. I'm hoping it to be for everybody. Mike McPherson, Old School Way. It's called Helping Each Other. Okay, we're going to close this out. What do we got left here? Okay, you can support it, blah, blah, blah. Do we get all our videos? Hell no, we didn't. You got Throwback Thursday. Damn, babe. What are we going to do here?
Yeah. We're going to say
why did I put all this stuff up and I don't get to use it all? And it pisses me off.
Even cut my hair.
That one.
That's it.
All right, let's sing
Yeah, that's.
Yeah, but it's kind of like weird now. You can't just like throw that in. Just
I know I'm not.
Or find like if you're gonna throw a video and throw a funny one in or something, leave it on there. Not the here comes the politics.
Well, how about something for the ladies?
Tap, tap, tap. Wrist on glitter, waist on thinner. I'ma show you how to bag an 8-figure nigga. Face on zaddy, pockets on jigger. You better get the card and make it swipe like Tinder.
I don't know about the music.
They're getting it.
I don't know about the music, but them girls was getting it. And if you could start it, shift it, steer it, I want in on it. Honey, we're going to wrap this up. We're done. Great show. Thank you. I love you.
Thanks, guys, for being with us today.
If you smell, never mind.
Join us tomorrow. Throwback Thursday.
I'm going to shut up.
Of course, we've got Thursday.
Let's get to the final comments.
Friday for Feel Good Friday.
I think that. What? So, I got final comments.
Obviously, okay, we're just a recap real quick. Please pay attention to your weather advisories if you're going down
trucks with room to spare.
And make sure to get a hold of Shelly if you can to help out any way that you can to get supplies that are going to be needed. Obviously, after Hurricane Sally has made landfall in Alabama and now is affecting all of that Gulf, the Southern Gulf, and the Florida Panhandle. So we're going to find out all the repercussions here. It's not moving very fast, so it's going to take a couple of days for everything. But she is going to need help even more with this. She's still just dealing with Hurricane Laura. So
well, that's a reality check.
I know. I'm sorry, but I want you guys to be safe and careful out there. Just to pay attention and
look. Here's how I'm going to say it.
And to be
you
careful.
Guys are the heartbeat of America. Please be careful. We need you.
Yeah.
I mean, seriously, what else am I going to say there? We did 2 hours today.
I know. I know. I think
it needs to go 3. I'm just saying.
Oh my gosh, no. Okay, you would have to do that. My back hurts, and that's just not going to happen. No, it's not. I like it.
What
at
about?
the hour.
Can something else? Can something else happen?
Hour is at the. Oh, here comes the innuendo. He's going to get it in right at the. He's going to right
what?
at the.
I'm going to what?
He thinks he's going to get it in it right.
I love you, bro.
Just saying.
Remember, guys, let's not forget our men and women out there, our first responders that are suffering and that are in tragedy or that just going through hell right now. Right. It's like hell. It's like hell out there.
Yeah.
Please keep them in your thoughts and prayers along with the heartbeat of America, because, well, the truck drivers of America give us America every day, and they're the reason why we do what we do and are able to create memories. Remember, guys, you're the heartbeat of America. You should be treated that way. Always keep that shiny side up, rubber side down, and make money in today's trucking industry. What do you have to do, honey?
You have to take that comment down right now for me so that I can actually play my feel good video. That's what
okay. We're almost there now. We are getting this down. Since you stopped me there, I'll redo it again. But don't forget, we will be back tomorrow at 6 a.m. for Throwback Thursday. What do we got tomorrow for Throwback Thursday?
I'm not telling you.
Remember, the heartbeat of America is treated that way. Always keep that shiny side up, rubber side down to make money in the trucking industry. Stay tuned for her feel good and do what, honey?
Keep your left door closed.
Get it. Have a great day, everybody.
Be safe and have
great
a great
show.
Day.
All right, Penn. It's time for us to go.
No.
Penn, we have to go.
Aww.
What do you mean, I haven't even told you where we're going.
No.
Penn, you're gonna like it.
No.
What do you mean, no, Penn?
No.
We're going to the dog park.
What?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
Yup.
Told you.